All right, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we're taking a look at security cameras to protect your investment. Now, we've all spent our hard-earned money fixing up our garages, our residence, our business, anything of the sort. Even if you want to point a camera at your vehicle, whatever the case may be, we spent a lot of money and we want to protect it. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, you're in the right place. All right, before we take a look at this camera system, I just want full disclosure. I take home security extremely seriously, and so should you. Now, I brought these cameras in specifically for demonstration purposes. I brought them in, set up a hypothetical security scenario. Now, I do have my own cameras, and I do have my own alarm system on the building, and I suggest that you guys do the same, and don't share your security plan with anybody. I would never do that. All right, let's get after it. All right, so stick around to the end of the video if you want a chance to win your own video security system, and I'll give you those details later in the video. In the meantime, enjoy. Reolink is the company I chose to bring some security products in here. They make good stuff, it's high tech, it's affordable. That's another thing that I'm gonna talk about more later. The affordability of this system is what drew me to it. So I decided to go with a 4-camera system with a 2 terabyte recorder. Man, I'll tell you what, that's plenty of footage, and when it gets to the end, it just rewinds and goes over it and over it and over it. But before we start talking about the types of cameras that we're gonna use, I wanna talk about what's most important, camera location. Now, first things first, we wanna secure the property. So in my garage, I have 2 entry points. I have the main garage door in the front, and I have the rear garage door, which is a typical entry door. Now, on the main garage front door, I decided that I wanted to put the camera in a location that not only shows the whole garage door, but it also points down the driveway, because something else to consider, the access point onto your property. If we can get the access point covered by video coverage, we'll see the type of car, make, model, color, preferably a license plate, how many people are in it, the whole bit, man. We want as much information as we can get. Now, I don't just want to, a lot of people buy cameras and they just stick them at the most convenient spot and try to point them to make it work. I want to come at this a different way. I want to figure out the location first. Once we get the location down, then we're going to decide which type of cameras to get. So they make 2 different types of cameras. One is a Wi-Fi camera. It has antennas on it. Now, when I say Wi-Fi, I don't mean wireless. The wireless portion is the Wi-Fi signal that sends the video from the camera back to your router. With that being said, it has to be close enough to the router to have a nice strong signal. If it's 150 foot across the property and around the corner with a big brick wall in the middle, that's not gonna work, man. So think about that. You want close proximity if you're going Wi-Fi, but not only that, you have to have a power cord. These plug into the wall. So not only do you need to be close proximity to the router, you need to have a wall plug handy too if you're going to be using these. So that's a definite limitation with Wi-Fi. If we get too far away or we don't have a plug, these are out. Now, these cameras also double as what's called a PoE. That's power over Ethernet. That's a typical Ethernet cable. Now, what does that mean? That means once we figure out our site location and the video angle we're trying to achieve, we put the camera there, and then we run the Ethernet cable from the camera all the way back to the DVR, and both the video signal as well as the power for the camera is all ran through this cable. And I'll tell you what, the reliability is really good this way. You don't have any signal drops, you don't have any connection issues. It's hardwired, but the one downside to it is that you have to run this Ethernet cable from the video camera all the way back to the DVR. And it's gonna take some routing, tacking the cable up, maybe painting it so it matches, all that neat stuff. But in my opinion, the power over Ethernet is the way to go in most cases. Now, again, if you're super close to the router, have a great signal and a plug handy, might as well go Wi-Fi, right? Why not? So I chose to go with a Wi-Fi camera right out my front door. There happens to be a plug right there. It's super close, it's working awesome, and it shines down great on that area that I talked about. Now on the back door back there, I decided to go with another Wi-Fi unit. It points straight down at the back door. I'm able to see a full body, head to toe, face, the whole bit at the back door. Now, if you live in a rough area or you just are unsure who's at the door and you want to check them out before you answer that door, a camera's the way to do it, man. You want to be safe. Here in Hawaii, we don't have a lot of riffraff running around, but you know, if we did, I would make sure that I looked and see who it was before I opened that door. All right, I also decided to go with a camera pointing wide angle out on the front of my property. This goes from one fence all the way to the other. I can see the entire front of my property, and there's just no way you can come on and off without me seeing you, man. And that's what I'm going after. So that's 3 cameras. We got front door, back door, and wide angle of the front of the property. I also decided to go with this dome camera, man. I thought, what a neat idea. I wanted to put this inside the garage. It's gonna be up on the ceiling, pointing down, a nice wide angle view. It shows the entire shop, but man, something about being able to look into the garage and see all your toys, all your tools, nothing's been touched, everything's good to go. Man, that's kind of cool. So I decided to go with this one. And if you're running a business, you wanna keep an eye on things, this is another good one. It looks nice too. One of the biggest reasons I went with this system is because my other system I have has what they call cloud storage. Anytime you hear cloud storage, think money, subscription, monthly subscription. I think mine's 20 bucks a month. That's 240 a year. I've had it for a couple years. Man, you can get up into the thousands of dollars with these systems just in subscriptions. But not only that, but they cost a lot up front too. This is a very affordable system. We have our own DVR that plugs directly into our internet. And man, we have our own cloud storage. With the Reolink app, I can log onto it anywhere on the planet and look at all my cameras live. I can review through all the footage. Man, and it doesn't cost me a thing. There's no subscription. So think about that, man. Other cameras out there, they got that monthly subscription. This one does not, you know? So that was one of my main reasons I wanted to bring this one in and give it a go. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that I want to see with my front camera now. I decided with the front camera that I wanted to not only shine on the front door, but I wanted to get that entry point into the property. Now, oftentimes I'll get UPS packages. They'll bring it up, they'll drop it. I'm wondering, did the package come? Did it not come? You know what? This is huge. It's going to help you out big time. You'll be able to see where they dropped the package, what time the package came, who dropped it. I mean, you just have full visibility on this, which is awesome. I'm not gonna do a huge tutorial on every single plug and keystroke that it does. Follow the directions, they're easy plug and play. I have mine up and running in no time. So I wanna talk more about how I secure my site, how you can secure your site, and what all this looks like in real life. And no bull crap, man. You know I'm not about the bull crap. So, all right, let's get these cameras up, running, and let's put them to the test. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at what it would look like if a guy did come up the driveway and tried to make his way around the property, and let's see how all the cameras catch him, and let's see if he can make it unscathed into the garage. Oh man, that bead maker's got to be in here somewhere. There it is. All right, and here's another great example of that front-facing camera. We got a couple people hanging around out front. Let's see what they're up to.
Hey Rocco, bring it in. Nobody's here, huh? Let's drink a beer.
Oh, this is a great spot. Take one too. Oh, here we go. These clowns again.
Hey, what's your problem, tough guy? I told you beat it.
And look at this UPS guy. He comes up here, way too many boxes in his hands. Oh, look at that, man, what a mess. We know where those boxes are. They're all over the driveway. All right, and you business owners, in that unlikely event that you got a guy lounging around when we got work to do, here's where that dome camera really comes in handy too. Hello? Yeah, I've already started on the Model 3. I'm out there right now. I got the wheels done and I'm starting to work on the exterior wash. I'll have it done in no time. All right, see ya. All right, then we got the thief in there rummaging through the bead maker, man. We can't have that. Look at this guy. Come on, man, we got you. Man, I'll tell you what. I'm never gonna know I got all this stuff. All right, so what are my thoughts on this system? Right off the bat, what I'm gonna tell you, man, power over Ethernet wins. It's 100% reliable. Yeah, you gotta run the cable, man, that's a fact. You gotta tack it up with electrical tacks, paint it so it looks nice. But man, once you put that small amount of extra effort in, you have 100% reliability all the time. No questions asked. The Wi-Fi cameras worked really, really well too, but I can tell the further you get away, the less reliable they get, so you gotta have a close proximity to your Wi-Fi router, and not only that, you have to have a power outlet nearby to plug it in. So if you don't have either one of those things, go with power over Ethernet. Don't be afraid of it. It's worth it. All these run nicely back to the DVR and they all plug in. And man, you have a solid, stable system that's going to last you for many years. Now, the affordability of this system is just nuts. Again, I talked about it earlier, but that monthly subscription, man, I'm going to be happy to get rid of that, you know? And I'm going to order a few more of these cameras and bring it up to 8. And I'm going to do my entire property. And I might play with these a little bit. I just got this in and I set this site assessment up for you guys, but I plan on moving things around in the future and setting it up to protect my entire residence. This was basically focused on my garage, and you know what? I do have an alarm system too, so keep that in mind. This is just one layer of security. Alarm systems you can't go wrong with an alarm system. But the thing I like the most about the security cameras is, man, you just have full visibility of your property anytime, any place, anywhere, man. You can just check in, man, how's my garage doing? Who's at my door? You could even be like, you know, an hour away from home and say, hey, somebody's at my door, you know? So that kind of technology is really neat, man. It's really neat. All in all, man, I give it a thumbs up. Just like I said, if I was you, I would pick camera location first. Once I decided where I wanted it to get the visibility that I want, then I would assess how close to the router is it? Is there a plug handy? Should I just get power over Ethernet? That's fine. You run the cables. Putting your DVR, I want to talk about this real quick. This DVR is where everything is stored. I do not want this thing to sit on my workbench where the bad guy runs off with all my footage. You want to put this somewhere secure, somewhere where no one can find it, or you run all your cables to this in a discrete location, and man, you're golden. But keep in mind, you don't want this just sitting out on top of on top of the workbench. I don't really have much else to say about it, man. I really dig it. I'll leave some links down below so you guys can check it out. If you want to buy one, man, that's awesome. You know, all these little things always help the channel. And I try to never review anything in here that sucks, man. And I got it on my TV right now. I got it on my app right now. I'm stoked with it, man. So, and maybe I'll check in and do an update in the future when I get more cameras in. But I just wanted to start with a simple system, make sure that it worked. I've been playing with this for a couple days before I even made this video, so I wanted to make sure that it works killer, because I don't like junk in here, man. You know I don't like junk. All right, so again, subscribe, like, all that neat stuff, man. I sure appreciate it. I love to see the channel grow, and I want to keep bringing more products in here, and that's pretty much all I got to say, man. These things right here, they're good stuff. I like them, and I'd like to see you guys secure your property too. I'm out of here, man. Good luck getting in here, dude. That's all I'm talking about. Yeah. All right, so thanks for sticking around to the end. Now here's the details on how you can win your own security system. I'm going to be giving away 2 Wi-Fi version cameras. These things have worked great for me, man. I've had them up and running for weeks now, and man, every time I turn on the app or the TV, they come up, they work flawlessly. The image quality is great, no monthly fees. They're gonna be killer. So you'll get 2 of these, and you'll also get, I have the dome camera version, but the one that'll be given away will be a pan, tilt, zoom, which is really neat. You can control it with the app, move it up and down, left and right, zoom in and out, and that's an indoor Wi-Fi Wi-Fi version. It's gonna make a cool kit. You can put one on your back door, one on your front door, and one inside your garage, man. And that's what we're all about, man, is checking out our stuff. The way you enter. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below and let me know you're interested in entering. And also like the video and I'll randomly pick somebody out. I got a piece of software that'll just randomly pick somebody. I'll get your name and address and all that stuff and we'll get you your camera system out there. You're gonna love it, man. All right, yeah, we'll see ya.